shouldn't do. I saw things, dirty things with
Rew and who? What's that you say? Rew and who? What's that you say? There's a quirky, cool new internet show featuring rising stars and living legends too.
Hey, how are you, everyone? This is HooP, our lovely friend and Guitars Not Guns New York City king, and that's his crown of Guitars Not Guns, right? What's going on with that? Get your mic, get your mic, get your mic. Well, he's not the king of the microphone, but he is the king of Guitars Not Guns.
New class starting next week.
And what is this class?
This is a class of 8-year-olds at PS 208 over on Quincy Street.
And what are you teaching, and what is Guitars Not
Guitars Not
Guns?
Guns is an alternative to give kids something else to do with their time. So they learn to play guitar. They put all their energy into that.
And what do they get in addition to
They
lessons?
they get the guitar
And they get the guitar for what?
for attending 8 classes, and they get to keep it.
They get a free guitar.
Free guitar in
And
a
free
bag.
guitar lessons.
And free guitar lessons for as long as I can continue doing it.
And it's a national or international?
National, it's branching out though.
But you are the New York Guitar
guy.
Not Guns man.
New York guy.
And we do need volunteer guitar players to help teach these kids that, you know, inner city kids. It's giving them an outlet to be creative and learn an instrument rather than playing on the street and getting hit by a car or worse, you know, like getting into trouble. So let them, you know, come help Guitars Not Guns. This is our PSA right now. But today is also National Spinach Day, and we have little spinach chips. Do you like these?
Sure.
They're good. And you get them when you share a skeleton from your closet. You're the Who today, so you can be, you know, maybe you'll have to do that or not. They're good, right? But it's not only National Spinach Day, it's also National Make Up Your Own Holiday Day. So it saved me because I do have spinach chips, but there's also tomato and potato ones because that's the holiday I'm making up. But the spinach ones are legit. So we have multi-flavor chips today when people share their chip sticks. Oh, see, these are the other flavors. What? A tomato and a potato. You want to try it? You say potato, I say potato. Tomato. And spinach is just spinach. So there you go. Well, what else? What day is this? March 26th. And it's nice and freezing in springtime in New York City right now. But it could be worse. It could be worse. It's sunny. It's beautiful. And what else happened on this day to date? David Miliband. Anybody know who he is? He announces plans to resign as Britain's foreign secretary, and he wants to move to the U.S., to the state of New York, to head the International Rescue Committee here. Look at that. He wants to leave being Britain's foreign secretary and come be New York's International Rescue Committee. Maybe he can rescue a few volunteers to help us with Guitars Not Guns. We got David Miliband. His name is Band. He has band in his name, so he's got to be into that. What else happened on this day? Smoking is banned in restaurants and bars in Scotland. They finally caught up. You can't go to Scotland anymore if you want to smoke. Annie opened in New York City on this day in 1997. The world would never be as full about tomorrow as if there were no Annie, right?
The sun will come out.
The sun is out today. I don't know if it's coming out tomorrow, actually. I heard it might not. Talk show hostess Ricky Lake got married on this day to Rob Sussman. Is she still married? Does she still have a talk show? Things change so rapidly in this world. Geffen Records signed Guns N' Roses on this day. And the world was never the same after that. Hell no. Oh my God. They don't even talk to each other. Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder release Ebony and Ivory on this day. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, we all know the song, right? Yes, it was a nice gesture. Soap opera Capital premiered on this day. Did anybody watch Capital? I know. That's why I don't think it lasted very long. Bombay gets its first rock concert in 10 years on this day. Anybody know who the band was? It was in 1980. It was the do-do-do, the da-da-da.
Please.
Yeah, there you go. Sounds good. Menachem Begin and Anwar Sadat signed a peace treaty in Washington, D.C. on this day. I was there. I actually went to that. I was living in Maryland, and my friend and I, we went to the White House. It was, but we didn't go in. We were outside at the gate. It was so hot that day. It was like one of those really hot days, and people were hanging out, watching like that. I remember that day. I totally do. Mindy, remember? Elvis Costello releases his first record, Less Than Zero, on this day. Yeah. Wings released Wings, the Speed of Sound album on this day. And Tommy premiered in London on this day. Wow. Tommy, can you hear me?
Wow.
Right? But it was probably the movie, or it had to be the movie, because the album was out already for a long time. It was 1975. It had to be the movie, right? The premiere?
Yes.
George Foreman knocked out Ken Norton in 2 heavyweight boxing rounds to get the title. Good old George Foreman. And then he started making those grills. And everyone had a George Foreman grill for a while. And the soap opera Young and the Restless premiered on this day. So it was a very popular day for soaps to premiere. But those are 2 that I never actually watched. Benny Hill Show tops TV ratings on this day. Good for Benny Hill. Yeah, I know. He was a funny guy. I put a bunch in here for you, Hoop, because I think you might know.
Oh,
Cannon with William Conrad. Remember the show Cannon?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was like the biggest detective on television, right? He showed that you could be any size and catch the thief, right? Cannon. Bangladesh declares its independence on this day. You know, it's so sad that countries have to declare their independence. Why are they a country in the first place if they're not independent? I just don't. Isn't that like an oxymoron? You're like a country, but you're not a country. You're like just a thing, an entity in charge from another country. You have to declare independence?
Well, it had to do with who was ruling it.
Yeah, wasn't it England?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I understand that. But it's like, it just makes no sense. Or wouldn't they just be like a subsidy of England? They wouldn't be a country, right? But now they are, Bangladesh. And then we got good old George Harrison to help them out. The Golden Gate Conservatory made city landmark on this day. Good for them. Peter Yarrow, this is really so out of character, but not. Peter Yarrow from Peter, Paul, and Mary pled guilty to taking immoral liberties with a 14-year-old girl on this day.
1970.
Yeah, he must not have thought she was 14, and I'm sure she lied, but...
Well, let me interject something
But the
really
thing
quick.
is, look what happened to Roman Polanski. Like, why is he... I mean, I love Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Peter Yarrow gave me a guitar lesson backstage in 1962 in Cleveland.
Oh, wow!
Because I couldn't...
Did he want to sleep with you?
No. I couldn't change the chords.
I guess you weren't a 14-year-old girl.
He was telling me how to do that.
Yeah.
I figured he was doing other things.
Was he really hot?
I was 12 years old.
Oh, well, she was 14, you know? Wow, Peter, Paul, and Mary. See, they seem so wholesome, right? But they're regular people. You would have earned some spinach chips today. Exactly. I love Peter, Paul, and Mary. I think I love them even more. No. Marcus Welby, MD, a TV movie is shown on this day in 1969. So was that before the show?
It had to be.
Yeah, and then it turned into, I am not really a doctor, but I played one on TV. He's the one that said that, right? I think it was him. Yes, I do. He's the one that made that line famous. Funny Girl opened at the Winter Garden Theater for 1,348 performances, and that's where Barbara Streisand started her reign. Don't rain on her parade, right? Red Buttons debuts on TV in Studio One on this day.
Whoa.
Yeah, you remember him?
That was his little thing.
Oh, that's what I thought you would remember.
Yeah.
The Ballad of Davy Crockett becomes the #1 record on this day.
I had Davy Crockett.
Yeah, I believe you would. Let's see who else. Dr. Jonas Salk announces the vaccine to prevent polio on this day. I guess that's a great thing, right? Wasn't it from bread mold?
I don't know, but we were sent to school. I was in 3rd grade, and we all had to go to school and take the vaccine.
Like take it, like or get a shot.
No.
It was oral.
It was like on sugar cubes.
Really? Well, that makes sense for you, Mister. You always went for those sugar cubes. I know. I get it. What else happened on this day? Ernest Hemingway and Benjamin Glazer premiere in New York City. Now, I don't know what that means. They premiered. Like, how did Ernest Hemingway, he premiered in New York City? But gotta give it up to him, right? What else happened? Spinach growers of Crystal City, Texas, erect statue of Popeye on this day. Now, I wonder if that's why it's National Spinach Day.
That's right.
It's all about Popeye, right? Do you eat your spinach? Here it is.
Yes, there you go.
There it is. It's Spinach Day. That made me think that it must be because of that. The first cremation in England happened on this day in 1886. So, like, there had to be cremations before, but then it became proper?
Probably.
It became, okay.
We were able to talk about it then.
Eastman Film Company manufactures the first commercial motion picture on this day in 1885. And the first performance of Beethoven's Missa Solemnis was on this day. And it's interesting because I'm jumping the gun here, no pun intended, but today Ludwig von Beethoven is an angel in the room. He passed away on this day at 56 years old. So we're so fortunate to have in the room with us today. And birthdays. Does anyone remember baby Jessica, the baby that fell down the well?
Yeah.
Oh, it's her birthday today. Yeah, baby Jessica. Yeah, she's not a baby anymore. Keira Knightley. I love Keira Knightley. She's just too pretty all the fucking time, man. She's beautiful. Amy Smart. I only like Amy Smart because she played the girl that was kidnapped, I think, or something. And that's all I remember about her. But it's her birthday. Lee Bowery. Born in Sunshine, Australia, she was a designer, a pop star, a model, a performance artist, influenced Boy George and Vivienne Westwood. So, I mean, do we know who she is? We do now. Happy birthday, Lee Bowery. Lisa Gibbons' birthday is today. Curtis Silwa, you know, and Guardian Angel. Yeah, I know. I remember when he was a Guardian Angel. Ernest Thomas. Does anybody know who that is? Gary Raj from What's Happening. You remember Gary? Well, yeah. Oh no, he's from Gary, Indiana. He was Raj from What's Happening. Right. That was like the main guy. Wasn't Raj the main guy? Teddy Pendergrass's birthday is today. Martin Short's birthday is today. These birthdays, you just wait. You have no idea. Vicki Lawrence's birthday is today. Richard Tandy, the bassist from ELO. Steven Tyler's birthday is today.
Woo!
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, it's Steven Tyler. Gosh, he looks good. He's amazing. Diana Ross's birthday is today. I know. I mean, God, I love Diana Ross. I can't help it. Bob Woodward's birthday is today. If it wasn't for him, there probably wouldn't be Watergate. Erica Young, the author of Fear of Flying. James Caan, born in the Bronx, his birthday is today. Alan Arkin's birthday is today. Dr. Spock's birthday is today. Leonard Nimoy, can you believe it? And Sandra Day O'Connor, the first woman Supreme Court Justice's birthday is today. Happy birthday to all of you, incredible people. Angels, people who have passed on this day. Did you ever hear of Jan Berry? Singer from Jan and Dean?
Oh, yeah.
You have?
Yeah, Jan, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, she's an angel with us today. And I thought that he's an angel. You know who he is too?
And
Oh.
Jan and Dean.
I'm the last to know, but like the thing
Little old lady from Pasadena.
Oh, okay. That's what their song was?
Well, they had one.
I have a very good friend who's living in Pasadena right now. And the thing that's kind of strange is another Jan, Jan Sterling. Do you know who that is? The actress of The High and the Mighty. I just thought it was interesting that Jan and Jan both passed away on this day, so we got double Jan in the house. Edmund Muskie, who remembers him? The vice president candidate. He's an angel with us. Eazy-E, the drug dealer, gang member, rapper, producer, regarded as a founder of gangsta rap, member of NWA group, dies of AIDS at age 31 on this day. So, thanks for being with us today. Another Jan! I thought this was crazy. Another Jan died on this day. Jan Bohr, the Dutch violinist and painter. Just because your name is Jan, we are celebrating your life right now. Roy Halston Frowick, the fashion designer, died of AIDS on this day. International Crisis, the transvestite actor from Q&A, died of cancer on this day at 38 years old. And I just have to say also, Temptress, we just want to, a friend of our show passed away last week on Wednesday night, just out of the blue. Boom, heart attack. Yeah, just did a gig with her in February. Sandra Bernhardt passed away on this day. I mean, doesn't everybody refer to somebody like, stop being a Sandra Bernhardt, right? Like when you're being like such a frickin' diva, right? Walt Whitman died on this day in Camden, New Jersey. I know that's exit 4 on the New Jersey Turnpike. I actually know Camden, New Jersey, because it's like right near, when you get out at Camden to go to Philly, and I lived in Philly for a while, there's also like, I'm not even going to go there, skeletons in Camden, New Jersey, of course. Ludwig von Beethoven, we said it once and we'll say it again. Thank you for being with us today. And, all right, you ready to eat some spinach? Yeah, I wish that was a button.
Oh, that would be cool.
You think it is one?
No.
If it was, which one would you keep? That's pretty close, right?
Yeah,
All right, we'll be right back. Yay.
It's a life, fun time, and full of surprises. It's a place to get your 15 minutes of fame.